Last night, I saw Jimmy Butler do something unbelievable. All right, first off, Jimmy Butler pouted his way out of Minnesota. He acted like a diva for 3 months and found a way out of Minnesota. In the NBA, you act out to get out of a deal. That's what you do. You don't like the situation, complain. Let the owner know you don't want to be there. Let the coach know, the GM know, I don't want to be here. That's what Jimmy Butler did for a few months, and he found his way out of Minnesota and went to a playoff contending team in Philadelphia. Last night, Jimmy Butler dropped a game winner in Charlotte, and it was phenomenal three-pointer to combat Kemba Walker's 60. Here's what Jimmy Butler meant when he said Wiggins and Karl Towns didn't have the it factor. Because he's playing with two young guys. One of his guys is from Canada, just like Wiggins and Ben Simmons. And he's got a talented big that we all knew would be great. Just like Karl Towns, he's got Joel Embiid right now. Here's the difference between Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid and Karl Anthony Towns and Wiggins, Jimmy's former teammates. If Kemba would have dropped 60 on Minnesota, the T-Wolves would have lost that game in the third quarter. They would have gave up. And these are things that we don't see. If Kemba would have dropped 60, Wiggins and Towns would have checked out, and Butler would have checked out as well. Now, Butler would argue that he checked out because his guys checked out, and I don't agree with that. You're supposed to still play hard. But Butler would have been like, yo, my teammates had already quit. I'm about to say F it too. The difference between Wiggins and Towns is that Butler believes they quit. Not only are they not putting in the acquisite or the sufficient amount of work in Butler's mind. I'm telling you what Butler believes. I got this through a source. He's like, yo, why are you quitting? Jimmy Butler, that game-winning three-pointer is one thing that he was able to knock down, but it's more about the position that his young guys put him in. Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, they don't shy away from the pressure of being called out or being critiqued. They're not going to get mad at that or get in their feelings or ignore it like Wiggins and Towns did. Like, Jimmy Butler was clowning these guys. He's on the bench with Golden State waving his flag. And if I'm the leader of that team, Wiggins and Towns, I got to punch Jimmy Butler. And honest to God, true, Towns and Wiggins just weren't able to do that. Joel Embiid will punch Jimmy Butler. All right, Ben Simmons not a fighter in my mind, but he'll at least step to Jimmy Butler over some bullshit like that. So I heard Jimmy Butler in his post-game interview. Now this is the other night. They won their Jimmy Butler's home opener a couple nights ago. Good game. And I listened to Jimmy Butler speak after the game. He was like, guys around, I'm summarizing. He was like, guys work around here. He was like, guys don't get mad when I call them out. Guys don't get mad. You know, when we challenge each other to be better players. He was taking a dig at Karl Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins. And I'm fine with that. It was a low blow, but I'm fine with it. Yeah, we look at these athletes as 2K guys. Like we're treating them like we treat video games because we play video games. People play fantasy basketball, fantasy football. These are real people. And these people are different mentally. And Jimmy Butler's letting you know that Wiggins and Towns, though you might want to have them on 2K, like on 2K, you don't care if you got Wiggins and Towns or Ben Simmons and Embiid. You can win with either combo, right? Well, this is real life where things matter. Your traits matter. Who you are as a person matters. Are you a dog? Are you not? You just can't put an 89 overall on Embiid and Towns and think you got the same player. You just can't tell me that because on 2K, Wiggins is a better shooter than Ben Simmons, right? You can't tell me that means Wiggins is going to be a better player in real life. This is real life. And there's nobody in their right mind in real life who would pick Andrew Wiggins over Ben Simmons. You might on 2K because you can shoot that three with Wiggins. You can glitch with Wiggins. This is real life, though. And Jimmy Butler took a shot at his old teammates because the notion around the league is that these dudes don't play hard. That's a bad thing to have over your head. Hopefully Wiggins and Towns fixes it. But now Philly looks like contenders in the Eastern Conference, man. They got a closer now. It's not about the fact that that Jimmy Butler was able to knock that game-winning 3 down. It's about the fact that his team kept fighting to put him in that position to knock that 3 down. And I think that's the difference between what Jimmy Butler has in Philadelphia now and didn't have in Minnesota. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. You are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
TALIAFERRO'S. Mr. TALIAFERRO'S.
Mr. TALIAFERRO'S.
Mr. TALIAFERRO'S. Shout out to Mr. TALIAFERRO'S.
You're watching Mr. TALIAFERRO'S TV.
Mr. TALIAFERRO'S TV. Here with the Triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.